If you don't know about Omega watches yet, you must have been living under the rock for the last 100 years. Omega SA is a Swiss luxury watchmaker based in Bienne, Switzerland, founded by Louis Brandt in La Chaux-de-Fonds. The company formerly operated as La Générale Watch Company until incorporating the name Omega in 1903, becoming Louis Brandt et Ferré Omega Watch & Company. In 1984, the company officially changed its name to Omega SA. Omega has a long-standing history among military corps. Britain's Royal Flying Corps used Omega watches in 1917 for its combat units, followed by the US Army in 1918 and NASA in 1969 for Apollo 11. Omega also has been the official timekeeper of the Olympics since 1932. The economic difficulties brought on by the First World War led Paul-Émile Brandt to work in 1925 towards the union of Omega and Tissot, then to their merger in 1930s into the group SSIH, Genève. In 1947, Omega created one of the first record-breaking tourbillon wristwatches caliber in the world. 12 of these movements were made intended for inclusion in the observatory trials in Genève, Neuchâtel. From 1955, the SSIH group continued to grow and multiply, absorbing or creating some 50 companies, including Lanco and Lemania, manufacturer of the most famous Omega chronograph movements. Later on, one intriguing moment came up. Weakened by the severe monetary crisis and recession of 1975 to 1980s, SSIH was bailed out by banks in 1981. During this period, Seiko expressed interest in acquiring Omega, but nothing came of the talks. ASUAG and SSIH merged production operations at the ETA complex in Grange. By the 1983, the two companies completely merged, forming a holding company. 2 years later, the holding company was taken over by a group of private investors led by Nicholas Hayek. Renamed SMH, the new group over the next decade proceeded to become one of the top watch producers in the world. In 1998, it became the Swatch Group, which now manufactures Omega and other brands such as Blancpain, Breguet, Swatch, Tissot, Longines, Glashütte, and many others. The Seamaster line is the longest running product line still produced by Omega. It was introduced in 1948 and was based upon designs made for the British Royal Navy towards the end of World War II. Omega produces several models of Seamaster watches, with numerous variations of case materials, bracelet, water resistance and case diameter. The current Seamaster model lines are the Aqua Terra collection, Diver Professional 300M collection, Seamaster Planet Ocean collection. Also, it is worth mentioning the Aquard Seamaster Ploprof 1200M models. Today we have the Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean chronograph, steel on steel. Case is made of polished and satin stainless steel, polished bevel lugs and satin sides, and it weighs 260 grams, so it's a bit heavy one. It has unidirectional rotating bezel with black anodized aluminum insert and luminous dot at 12 o'clock. It is well made, easy to turn thanks to that amazing bezel knurling. It doesn't have any give and it sounds great and very assuring as well. Since it is a diver's watch, it has screw-down crown, but if you have a bit larger fingers you might have some problems managing the crown, because chronograph pushers will be in the way. On the case beside the crown and chrono pushers you can also see a crown for helium escape valve. It is nice to know that if it's accidentally left unscrewed, it is still 50 meters water resistant. On the back it has a screw-down case back with a large Omega Seamaster logo and water resistance up to 600 meters. dial color is black, with small second dial, 2 chronograph dials and date window between 4 and 5 o'clock. Broad arrow hands filled with luminescence, applied hour markers are also filled with luminescence. Regardless of chronograph, the dial is arranged so good that reading time is very easy and intuitive. The way that whole dial reflects light is absolutely astonishing. Inside we have Omega 3313 chronograph movement, self-winding with column wheel, vertical clutch and coaxial escapement. Of course, it has a hacking seconds and quick set date change with power reserve of 52 hours. The bracelet is made of steel with 3-piece links resembling a lobster tail, full milled out clasp, twin trigger swing arm preventing accidental opening, full fold out diver's extension. Omega's Superluminova is their own proprietary blend of strontium aluminate, and it's arguably the brightest and longest glowing lume of any watch brand. This watch definitely is for larger wrists. You don't want to wear this watch below 17 cm wrist, and it seems even larger in person. Somewhere along the path I learned to appreciate this magnificent beast. Don't get me wrong, it's not your everyday's watch, except if you borrow Hulk's hand. I also thought of selling it on, but falling in line with that thought I kinda found that I will be missing the bloody thing. I love that dial and feeling that it gives me when it shows itself under the different lights. It weighs like a coal barge or tank, but it makes you feel powerful as much. It certainly falls in categories similar to Breitling or Panerai, but I'd say it's more stylish and reduced at the same time, if that's possible. In my own opinion, one of those watches that is really noticeable on wrist. I hope you also enjoy your brightest days wearing the watches you love. Like, share, subscribe and leave a comment.